Tonight on Connecticut's news station, the first official heat wave of the year. We're going to show you how our state is staying cool and if we'll feel any relief this weekend.
Also, a new study says Connecticut has some of the highest energy bills in the country. Find out how you could save some money even during this hot weather.
And one Connecticut city is doing away with so-called seclusion rooms, the new approach the school district is taking to students in crisis.
Now at 10, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
We begin tonight on the Weather Watch as Connecticut officially sees its first heat wave of the year. Good evening, I'm Jen Bernstein.
And I'm Brent Harden. Thanks for joining us. The temperature in Hartford reached 90 degrees or higher for the last 3 days in a row, but that streak may come to an end tomorrow.
We want to check in with Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank for a first check on the forecast. Rachel.
Yeah, a little bit of relief, but don't expect too much tomorrow. I think temperatures will be 2 degrees cooler than they were outside today, so still very warm and very humid heading into your Saturday. Here's a look at today's high temperatures, and yes, Bradley International Airport making it up to 90 degrees. That was day 3, but the rest of the state seeing highs in the 80s, although it feels so much warmer than that when you factor in all of the humidity, and that humidity is not going anywhere. Temperatures right now are in the 70s across the state. Visibility down to a mile in Groton. It's kind of been like this off and on through the day today with areas of fog and low cloudiness, and that fog could overspread and include more of us as we head through the overnight hours. So as we head towards daybreak, we'll see overnight lows around 70 degrees. We're going to begin the day tomorrow with some clouds, areas of patchy fog, but as we head through the midday, we're breaking for some sunshine. It turns partly cloudy, warm and humid. We'll see high temperatures in the mid to upper 80s inland, low 80s for the Connecticut shoreline, and there is a chance for a hit or miss shower or a thunderstorm in the afternoon. I think most of the state stays dry. You do have a better chance of seeing a shower or storm if you are north and west of the Hartford area. And then as we head into Sunday, especially Sunday night, we'll be watching the chance for some heavier downpours, and that could cause some issues. We'll talk about it. Your full forecast coming up.
We'll see you in a bit, Rachel. Thank you. And new at 10, the extreme heat can make it uncomfortable to even eat outside at a restaurant.
Despite that, though, plenty of people are still enjoying a nice Friday night dinner. Fox 61's Gabby Molina joins us now in downtown Middletown to show us how restaurants and their customers are staying cool tonight. Gabby.
Well, Jen and Brent, now that the sun has gone down, it has cooled down significantly. Now it just feels like a nice, warm summer night. And a lot of people were out here enjoying it here in Middletown. They still are doing some outdoor dining, people walking around. A very lively Friday night down here. There were a few people that chose to sit inside with the AC, but overall, a lot of people didn't seem to mind the heat. A lively summer night in Middletown during the first official heat wave of the season.
Well, it's definitely a gorgeous night. It's a little humid. I prefer a little bit more of a breeze, but no rain, so I'll take it.
The heat and humidity not stopping people from kicking off their weekends, eating out at their favorite spots.
We love it here. The patio, the sand, everything, yeah. A blueberry cider, my favorite.
At Eli Cannon's, they welcome the hot weather. It helps transform their place in the city into something a little more tropical.
It's our own little oasis, and people just love the outdoor space that we can provide for them.
Even with temperatures soaring, people still chose to sit outside.
We've had a lot of limited days with the clouds and it being not this nice out, so we're going to take advantage of it and be out here.
But did get a little help staying cool.
We have all the umbrellas up, plenty of trees around, and shade is part of it. Got to make sure we have cold beer as well.
Down the street at La Boca, people also brave the heat to enjoy outdoor dining.
You get 2 patios that open up, everyone comes down, you get to walk through. Think about walking down Main Street and just see everyone chilling outside, enjoying a good time. Doesn't get better.
Especially when the sun started to go down. But plenty of people still chose to sit a little closer to the air conditioning.
I prefer inside tonight.
Either way, restaurants say the summertime is good for business, and customers don't seem to mind the warmth.
People just want to live. A little sweaty, it's all good.
The state's extreme hot weather protocol did end tonight at 8 o'clock. The humidity, though, that seems to be sticking around. Live in Middletown, Gabby Molina, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Gabby, thank you. And to stay up to date on the forecast during this hot weather, be sure to download the free Fox 61 News app. That's where you can find live radar and hour-by-hour forecasts. It's also a great resource for breaking news and traffic conditions all across Connecticut.
Well, we have an update tonight as police release the name of the woman found shot and killed earlier this week in Waterbury. 42-year-old Jacqueline Ward was shot several times Wednesday morning along Hillside Avenue near Kellogg Street. This is the city's 12th homicide of the year. Police are still looking for suspects in this shooting. Anyone with information should call Waterbury Police.
And we now know the name of the motorcycle rider who died in a crash in Rocky Hill. Police say Lloyd Montague of Windsor collided with a car yesterday afternoon. It happened near a shopping center on Route 3. The driver of the car stayed at the scene and is cooperating with the investigation.
A teen is dead tonight after a crash up in the northwest corner of Connecticut. It happened in Salisbury on Route 44 near Twin Lakes Road yesterday afternoon. Police say 19-year-old Jason Tutunik was the passenger in a car when it lost control and hit a pole. He died at the hospital. The car's driver was injured and was sent to the hospital for treatment.
Those two deadly crashes are a reminder of the dangers on our state's roads, including for pedestrians. Advocates and Connecticut Senator Richard Blumenthal are pushing for the Road to Zero resolution, which calls for more data collection and investments in road safety. They gathered at one of the deadliest intersections in Hartford today, Broad Street and Farmington Avenue, and they talked about $2.5 million in a program to upgrade traffic safety in cities and towns across Connecticut.
To improve roads, provide the kind of walkways and sidewalks and lanes that can be used by people who walk or bicycle.
Our vehicles in Connecticut and across the nation have gotten larger.
In the last 4 years, more than 250 pedestrians have died in crashes across Connecticut, and about 5,600 have been injured.
And New at 10, state police are warning about a recent rise in stolen vehicles and car break-ins in several Litchfield Hills towns. Troopers confirming that they've received reports of thieves taking vehicles in Norfolk and North Canaan. John Barbagallo with the town of Norfolk says that there have also been attempted break-ins in Barkhamsted and Canaan. Barbagallo also claims someone tried to break into his own car. State police are investigating the cases in Norfolk and North Canaan. Police reminding you to lock your cars at night and don't leave valuables in them.
Well, a new study tonight says Connecticut has the second most expensive electric service in the country and the fourth most expensive energy costs overall. The average monthly electric bill here in our state is about $171. Connecticut lawmakers were able to pass new laws to strengthen oversight for utility companies, along with adding more hydroelectric and nuclear energy. However, one state senator says more needs to be done.
We are kind of at the end of the so-called pipeline. We're in the northeastern part of the country, but the state government does bear some responsibility for the high costs.
There is some relief coming this summer to many Connecticut customers. Lower service rates began for Eversource and United Illuminating on July 1st. Well, New at 10 schools in Waterbury have a new way to address students having emotional outbursts after parents and the city's mayor voiced concern.
The school district says it will replace what are known as seclusion rooms. Fox 61's Jake Garcia shows us the different approach Waterbury is taking and why other schools across the state may also make the change.
On June 15th of this year, I sent out a memo to all of our staff in Waterbury Public Schools directing that the elimination of seclusion room would become effective immediately.
After growing concerns from parents and a request from Mayor Neil O'Leary, Waterbury's superintendent of schools announced the district would be getting rid of so-called seclusion rooms for the upcoming year.
I wanted to be very clear that they knew that that was no longer an option that was used in Waterbury.
Seclusion rooms are primarily used in schools for special education students who may be a threat to themselves or others in the form of physical and emotional outbursts. State law allows the use of seclusion rooms in emergency situations that extends to the use of restraints in some cases. Waterbury now transitioning these seclusion rooms into sensory rooms they say could help students redirect energy during outbursts.
It could be sound, it could be music, it could be activities, it could be touch, it could be something that will appeal to the sensory to assist someone in rectifying whatever particular experiences they're happening to have at that time.
Waterbury's superintendent says additional training will be given to teachers before next school year as to how to use these rooms effectively.
Once you apply a sensory room to more schools, there's going to be a need for the training and very clear expectations of what it can and cannot be used for.
The transition to sensory rooms in Waterbury comes on the heels of a statewide report about the use of seclusion rooms in Connecticut schools. According to the report, over 3,000 students statewide were restrained or secluded last year alone, and in 241 cases, it involved injury. 10 of those cases reported serious injuries, which may lead more schools across the state to change their approach. In Waterbury, Jake Garcia, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.